Heather, and I'm going to be taking you through a quick little flow to help release tension in the upper back body. So get comfortable in a seated position. What you're going to need today also is a couple of blocks if you have them. We'll be using those a little bit later on, but for now, feel free to just drop in, get on your mat, get comfortable, find a nice seated position of your choosing. I'm going to take just a traditional Sukhasana and just start to drop into the practice. Find yourself here in this present moment here. If you've been dealing with a lot of stress, tension, and if you hold that tension in your upper back, you're really going to love this. Should feel great after. So let's just drop in here, cultivating some positive light energy. And on our exhales out, while we start to deepen the breath, letting go of what's happened already today that might be causing stress, the week prior, the month prior, the year prior. Let it go. Doesn't need to be here with you right now while you're taking this time for yourself. Now feel free to close the eyes or soften the gaze here, dropping the shoulders down and away from the ears. You can take a mudra here or just leave the palms, resting gently on the knees. Sit up nice and tall, crown of the head lifts towards the ceiling or the sky. And start to deepen the breath here. Inhaling through the nose. Nice long exhalations. Loosen the muscles of the face, the jaw. Just notice the breathing pattern today. Notice the feeling in your body. Notice if you're holding anywhere. Breathing. Nice, deep diaphragmatic breaths, expanding all four sides of the torso. Each inhale. Exhaling to contract, navel towards the spine. As we settle into the practice today, focusing on letting go of stress and tension, especially tension that's stored in the upper back body. You may have a lot going on right now. You may have a lot going on in the mind. When you start to feel the tension in the physical body, that's your body's way of telling you, hey, slow down for a minute here. Let's figure out what's going on. And to heal, we have to listen. We have to listen to our body's communication. Take a couple more deep breaths on your own. One final deep breath in. And exhale, just sigh it out. Take the hands, clasp them at the heart. together, Anjali Mudra prayer pose. Drop the shoulders down and away from the ears, shoulder blades, trying to pinch something between them, and drop the chin to the chest, feeling a nice stretch in the neck and the traps. Continue to breathe deeply here to enhance the stretch. And on your next inhale, lift the chin back up. Start to bat the eyelashes open and come into a tabletop position. Move slowly as we start to move the body. Maybe for some of you, this is morning and this is the first time you're moving your body today. And for some people, it's maybe the middle of the day. And for others, it's evening. And you might be looking to move the body slowly so that you can feel nice and relaxed for sleep. Pressing away from the mat with all 10 fingers and the tops of the feet. Letting some pressure go out of the wrists. Nice long line from the crown of the head to the tailbone. And let's take a few cat-cows, rinse out the spine here. Drop the belly, lift the chest. And exhale, round the spine to a cat pose, pressing away from the mat. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, rounding the back. Let's take one more inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, really pressing away from the mat. Hold here for just a moment and breathe, feeling that nice stretch in the upper back body. Keep breathing, lifting the navel to the spine. And exhale, back to tabletop position. Bring the two big toes together, knees wide, sink the hips back. Child's pose, but this time we're going to take the elbows, place them right below where the hands were. Come into a prayer position with the hands and sink the forehead to the mat. Bring the hands over the head. If you want to move the elbows forward on the mat a little bit to get a deeper shoulder stretch, you can do that. So a little adaptation of a child's pose here. Continuing to work on opening up the shoulders, the chest, the upper back. Starting to wake up the hips here. Breathing. Awesome. On your next inhale, slowly make your way back up into a tabletop position. Bump the hips to the left. Look past your right shoulder. Bump the hips to the right, looking past your left shoulder. Taking the hands, placing them one hand print in front, lifting hips slowly into your first downward dog. Breathe in here. Exhale it out. Pressing into all 10 fingertips, knuckles. Rotating upper arm bones out. Inner thighs twisting in just a bit. Pressing away from the mat. Chest towards the thighs. Find stillness here for just a minute. Slowly start to come forward, as slow as you can. Keep the navel nice and tucked up towards the spine, core strong, plank pose. You can feel free to drop to the knees here if you'd like, or you can, if you want to cultivate a little bit of additional energy here, additional strength, you can come all the way up to a nice strong plank. Pressing away from the mat here again. Try not to dump into the wrists. Using a strong core. Checking in with where the hips are. Are they up, above and high? Or are they kind of sinking low here? Really using your core strength to create a nice long line all the way from the feet to the crown of the head. Breathe. Beautiful. One more inhale in. And exhale, dropping all the way slow to the belly. Keep the elbows tucked in, lifting up, baby cobra. And exhaling down to the mat 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale back down. And inhaling. And exhaling forward to the mat. Coming back up into plank pose and downward dog. Downward dog. Breathing here. Sink the left heel into the mat, lifting the right leg to the sky, opening up the hips. Keep breathing here. Coming back into a 3-legged dog, placing the right foot on the mat. Same thing on the other side. Lift the left foot to the sky, opening up the hips towards the right side of your body. Pressing away from the mat with your fingers, breathing. You can take some ankle circles here if you'd like. Beautiful. And exhaling the left foot down to the mat. Slowly making your way up to the top of the mat, looking at the top of the mat, and taking a nice slow walk, stretching up the calves on our way to the top. Make whatever adjustments you need. Keeping the feet hips width distance apart for this first forward fold. Bend the knees on this first forward fold here. Get a nice stretch in the entire back, especially the middle and lower back here. And also in the hamstrings. You can clasp elbows, rock side to side. The only non-negotiable here is the breath. Try not to clench in the toes, lifting up from the arch of the feet, letting gravity do the rest of the work. Beautiful. Drop the hands to the mat. If you have it in your practice to straighten the legs, feel free to take that now. Take your peace fingers, grabbing onto the 2 big toes, and start to, using your chest first, lean forward and fold over the legs. Now you can be here with the knees bent. You're getting just as good of a stretch by doing this. This is beautiful. Meet yourself where you're at today. And maybe you looked like this yesterday, and maybe today you look like this. And that doesn't matter. I mean, it's important to take stock of these things, listen, appreciate, and respect our bodies for where they're at every day. Because every day it looks a little different. If you're able to pull a little more down, chest towards the tops of the thighs, feel free to take that now. And on your next inhale, forward fold. Your forward fold can be hands on the thighs here, elbows along the sides of the body, shooting back towards the back edge of the mat on the shins or on the mat. Lifting navel up towards spine, crown of the head shining forward, neck nice and long here. Inhale and exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Let's bring the feet together here. Maybe a little bit of space in the heels as we sink down our hips. Lift the arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Beautiful pose for the root chakra. Whole body asana here. Shoulders drawing away from the ears. Lifting pinkies to the sky to engage the traps while not having the shoulders creeping up towards the ear. Slight curve in the back of the spine, trying to tuck our pelvis up and under, tailbone shining down, sinking the hips a little deeper. Deep breaths here. Maybe an inch deeper. And exhale, forward fold. Nice job. Plant the hands to the mat. Bring your left foot back, your right foot back into plank pose. Take it through vinyasa. Exhaling down. Inhale, up dog. Maybe take a peek past your right shoulder, twist a bit. A peek towards your left shoulder, twisting a bit. And meet me back in downward dog. Exhale. Couple of breaths here. Beautiful. Sink the right heel down to the mat. Left foot up to the sky. Bringing the right knee into the chest. Slowly hold it there for a minute. Inhale. And exhale, foot to the top of the mat. Left foot in front, right foot in back. Drop that right knee to the mat. You can either keep the toes flipped under, or you can flip the toes down so the shoelace part of the foot is pressing into the mat. Your choice. Nice low lunge here. Lifting the chest, up and out. Bringing both arms up overhead now. Continue to press away from the mat with both your feet. Hugging everything into the midline for stability. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing here. Maybe taking a moment here to tuck the tailbone down, pelvis under, pressing into both feet. Getting a different kind of stretch in the hips. The front body. And now sinking down a little deeper here. Still paying attention to pelvis. Maybe lifting up and looking towards the sky. One beat here. Inhale and exhale. Palms to the floor. Lift the back knee up here. Take the left hand, bringing it on the inside of the left foot. Take that left foot over to the side a bit. Take the left foot and shine it diagonal to the side. We're just going to go into a really quick lizard here. Nice strong back leg. Dropping that back knee down. Dropping down to the elbows here just for a beat. Inhaling in. Exhale. Coming back up onto the palms of the hands. Leave that back leg down. Legs stay where they are. Taking our right hand down to the center of the mat. Left hand up to the sky. Twisting lizard towards the left. Inhale in. Exhale, hands back down. Lift that back leg up. Bring that left leg now back in between for a low lunge here. The back leg lifted. Plant the hands back into your plank position and move through vinyasa. And exhaling into downward dog. I'll meet you there. A couple of breaths here. Anchor the right heel down, left leg up to the sky. Bringing the left foot back again, bringing the right foot up to the top of the mat. Feet together, forward fold. Reach and lift to the sky here, a little back bend maybe, and hands to prayer position. Catch your breath here for a minute. Make some adjustments. Really zip up through the midline here, nice strong base. Tuck the chin in for another nice stretch in the neck. Inhale, lift the chin back up, hands to the sky. All the way back down, forward fold. A little bit of space in the heels here, lifting the arms up to the sky. Chair pose. Utkatasana, sinking deep. Sink a little deeper. Keep breathing. Use the strength of your core, whole body engaged here. One more breath. And inhaling back. Hands to the sky this time, and all the way back down for another forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, bring the left foot back and the right foot back. Take it through vinyasa. And back into downward dog. Left heel planted into the ground, right foot up to the sky. Bringing the right knee into the chest. And now, right foot meets the top of the mat. Take a beat here. Build some strength. Drop the left knee to the ground. Shining the chest forward for just a moment here. Getting everything centered. Lifting the arms to the sky now, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Keep breathing. Maybe tucking the tailbone in the pelvis and pressing away from the mat. And two more of this nice 90-degree angle shape. Keep bringing everything into the midline here. Pressing into that back left foot, nice and strong. Feeling that beautiful stretch in the front body. Maybe now we start to sink forward a bit, keeping the integrity in the core and the tailbone and the pelvis. Breathing here, opening the hips even more, the front body. Beautiful. On your next exhale, hands come to the mat, lifting that back left leg for a minute. Bringing our right hand in to the inside of our right foot, taking that right foot out for a little walk to the right edge of the mat, angling it diagonally to the right corner of your mat. Slowly start to come down onto that back left knee again, and down onto the forearms for just a minute here. Not even a minute. Breathe. Take the left hand, coming back up, taking the left hand, bringing it to the center of your mat, and lifting the right arm to the sky for a twist to the right. Inhale, and exhale, palm back down to the mat. Lifting that back left knee off the mat, bringing that right foot back into the center. Quick shining of the chest forward, and hands back down to the mat. Bringing that right foot back, coming into a downward dog right away. Exhale. Couple breaths here. Beautiful. On your next exhale, coming back down slowly, tabletop position. Amazing. Find your footing. Find your stability, pressing away from the mat. Catch your breath. Lifting, bringing the right palm to the center of the mat. Now, lifting the left arm up to the sky for a twist. And back down, replacing the left hand with the right hand is lifting for a twist. Coming back into tabletop position, we're going to take another twist to the left, but this time, inhaling in. We're going to exhale and thread the needle. Left hand underneath, left arm underneath the right. Bring that right hand up towards the top of the mat so you can leave it where it was. You can bring the right hand to the sacrum for a deeper twist. Really feel a nice stretch in the shoulder and the upper back body. Breathing here. Beautiful. Back up into tabletop position, and we'll take it to the other side. Right hand lifts to the sky. And right arm threads the needle under left. Laying on your right ear. Breathing here. On your next inhale, coming back up into tabletop position. Bring the knees together. Bring the feet over to one side or the other, it doesn't matter. And you're just going to meet me on your sits bones. Bringing the legs out in front of you. Quickly cultivating some additional strength. So in order for us to have a nice, strong back body, an ability to be flexible, and to be able to release stress and tension easier, you have to have a nice core, nice strong core, a nice core. We have to have a nice strong core. How about just a strong core, Heather? She really likes the word nice today. So take some time here to really focus on feeling nice and stable, rooted into the earth. Even though this is a much harder pose than it looks. It's very beautiful and grounding. It shows you where you're at with your strength today. Bringing the hands, the palms of the hands to the earth. Keep breathing here. Flexing the toes, protect the leg, the joints in the legs. Using your core strength to create a nice long line through the spine. Awesome. Lifting the arms to the sky now. And slowly starting to forward fold over the thighs. Now, again, we went over this earlier with the bent knees and the forward fold. This is just a variation. This is a seated forward fold. It's a variation of what we did before. You can be here. Now, it's even maybe more important to be here in the knees and to be folding over with a nice flat back. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful variation. And then allowing your head to sink and drop between the knees. If you're working towards a straight leg forward fold, that's amazing. Honor your body where it is today. And just focus on knowing that if this is where you want to be, this is where you will be in time. So lift the arms to the sky. If you're just sitting here like this, I'm sorry, but coming down into a forward fold. Straight legs, bent knees, doesn't matter. It's all beautiful. If your hands are on your feet, you can use your arm strength to pull a little bit deeper into the stretch with that nice flat back. breathe. This is a nice time to tap into some Ujjayi breath. Breathing, really hearing the breath in the throat. On your next inhale, slowly start to make your way back up out of the fold. Grab your blocks. Coming into a modified fish position here. I'm going to take the block that's closest to the edge of the mat behind you and place it vertically on its highest setting edge, whatever you want to call it. And you can take the block that's closest to you, closest to your back, and place it on, you can place it up kind of on like the second setting. So like we would call this, I guess, the highest setting, the middle setting, and then flat for the lowest. So if we can think of it like that, it could be helpful. And we're going to slowly start to make our way. You can adjust the blocks. In fact, you probably will have to once you make your way down. So the block that's underneath your back should be sitting underneath the bottom part of your scapula. It should be sitting in such a way where you can feel like you can essentially open the chest up, arms out, shoulders back without having to put any effort into it. Let the feet sway out to the side. Get comfortable here as we pull down. Back of the head resting on the tall block. You can adjust that if you need to. Opening the chest. Starting to slow down the breathing. Amazing job taking some time for yourself today. On your next inhale, slowly start to remove the blocks from underneath you. Coming back up into a seated position where we started. Crossing the legs. Finding yourselves nice and comfortable. Checking in maybe with how we're feeling now, as opposed to how we were feeling before we started the video. One last nice stretch for the neck here, bringing the right arm up towards the sky, hand on the ear, on the left ear, stretching the neck on the left side. Inhale, and exhale, left hand to the sky, left hand on the right ear, and the neck over to, head over to the left side, stretching the right side. And exhale, back to center. Hands up. For your position, acknowledge and honor where you're at today. Anything that's causing stress and tension, honor that you were able to just let it go for all of that time. Just now. You have whatever you need within you to overcome anything that you have going on. I promise you that. It's already inside of you. Just a matter of peeling back the layers and finding your strength. And we can find an immense amount of strength through just breathing. Thumbs up to the third eye, acknowledging the light in you. Inhale. Exhale to bow. Namaste.